Hey Chris, what are you doing here?
Oh, hey Dave. Well, I'm here for the cold open.
Hey, it's Dave.
And Christopher.
From the Camera Store, and today we're talking old school film with a new school twist. Well, Chris, we decided to come inside today because outside we're experiencing a typical Calgary spring where we are absolutely being dumped on with some very wet and heavy snow. But we are here to talk about something very exciting, the new film from Phoenix.
It's a good thing it's a weather sealed film.
100%. But before we get into talking about this new and exciting film, what are we still shooting film for? I mean, I haven't actually shot film for probably a decade.
I think the allure of film has always been a little bit of the mystery of what you're going to get. I think there's also, you tend to feel a little bit more achievement when you get your film back and you've got a really good photo in there. Because you know you took that photo correctly. You didn't spend 2 hours bringing it back from the brink.
So when it comes to film, we have so many different things out there, but they've all been sort of old school film stock, right? So what makes this new film from Harman called Phoenix so exciting?
So Harman has come out with their first color film stock, and it seems to be the first new formulation of emulsion that we've seen on the market. Over the years, we've lost a number of films, especially in that consumer grade color. Agfa color disappeared, Fuji color has mostly disappeared, and we really are, we've been stuck on the same Kodak Ultramax, Kodak Gold for years now. So seeing something new come into the market is exciting in its own right. But more importantly, the most interesting feature of this film is that they've made it optimized for scanning as opposed to optical printing. So the way they've done this is they've actually removed an orange layer in the film itself. Most films, color films, when you look at a developed negative, they've got kind of a brown tint to them. And that tint is now gone. We've got a clear scanning base. This means we do less color correction in our post-processing to get your film into a digital format.
So this is very, very cool because the old film you'd have to do really sort of harsh corrections for, all kinds of profiles to get rid of that. So with the Phoenix film, it's a whole new emulsion. It's a whole brand new film. So we actually have a clear backing to it, right? So the colors are more accurate. There's nothing that hard cast that we have to deal with.
Absolutely, and it's also a brand new emulsion. So it doesn't look like Kodak, it doesn't look like Fujifilm, it doesn't even look like Agfa color like some of the older films we used to use.
So is it kind of experimental at this stage?
It is a little bit experimental. Harman has not released any other color films. This is their first color film. They've said they would like to do more, but Phoenix is definitely them dipping their toes in the water and seeing if they can make a viable, usable film.
Well, it's really exciting to sort of see this. I mean, the whole process of, developing film back in the day, we developed a negative, then we have to print the negative to get the print. But now more and more people are not printing so much, they're scanning.
And it's interesting to do that because it really brings film into the digital age. So many of our film shooters are using a hybrid workflow and they're not really looking to print optically in a darkroom. It takes up space, you gotta have a lot more chemistry, and it's quite difficult, to be honest.
Okay, what if I want to do it myself? What if I want more of that process?
Well, Dave, I think you need a flatbed scanner.
So Chris, you need one of these things if you want to do it as an option anyways, right? So,
absolutely.
Right, so you put your negatives into a thing like this, a holder, make sure it's all there, line it up.
I can develop 5 rolls of film in an hour and 15 minutes. Drying time, about 2 hours. Scanning time, 4 to 5.
What do we expect for colors out of this brand new film?
Well, from all the results we've seen so far, we've got a really nice medium grain film. It's a little bit crunchy, but nothing like a super high ISO film. Retains a lot of detail. We've got really saturated colors, and it seems to get a lot of response in the red, orange, and yellows. So summer shooting would be really nice on this.
Define crunchy a bit more for the viewers at home.
So when we get into film, the higher sensitivity of film is, the larger the grains. The grains are actually the pieces of the emulsion on the film itself. A larger piece of grain gives you better sensitivity to light, and a smaller is lower sensitivity. That means a lower ISO film is going to give you a smoother look than a higher ISO film.
Are there other film types on the market that will give us similar results to what this film is able to?
I would say the closest match in terms of film stocks is probably something like Ektar, but Ektar comes at quite a bit of a higher price point.
So, I mean, who would you recommend this film for?
If you're looking for a daytime street shooting film, indoors with flash, a nice landscape film, then this will perform very well. Scanned in a professional quality scanner at something around 6400 DPI, you're going to get pretty good results. You can print large, maybe up to a 13 by 19 or even a 17 by 22.
I might be tempted to shoot a roll of this. I am curious actually to see what the whole experience is like. I'm not sure if I'm convinced yet on the whole post side of things where I have to scan it in and wait for my results, but I'm willing to give it a try. For you, Chris, I'm willing to give it a try. I, of course, want to know what you guys think of this new film from Harman. Are you going to put a roll through an old camera and check out the results you're getting and see if you enjoy the whole film process once again? Make sure you leave comments down below. Follow us both on Instagram. It's been Dave and not Evelyn from the Camera Store. Make sure you hit the notification bell. We'll catch you again soon. Hey, thanks for checking out this episode. If you want to check out more of our recent content, click up here. And if you're a Canadian and you want to support local, check out thecamerastore.com down here.